Sales is the most lucrative skill in the world, period. The problem is most sales advice out there today is outdated, cheesy, and could even keep you from the deals that can make all the difference in your career. This is the No BS Sales School, a podcast for entrepreneurs and salespeople who want to master the skill of selling without all the BS. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope that you'll spend, if you have some time off, I hope you'll spend it relaxing, getting your brain right, getting ready for next year as we kick off again into, as always, the unknown, what's going to happen. There's no way you can even guess, right? We can just plan. Maybe we plan and God laughs, but you need to have a plan. So a couple things I want you to think about as you're going through the Christmas, right, and through New Year's and maybe whatever time you have off. Maybe you're working on your goals, which I can highly recommend that you have some sort of goals, not just the goals that your company gave you to do X amount of revenue, but what are the other things that are important to you? What are the things that happen if you do meet the revenue goal? Why do you care? What do you get to do that you wouldn't get to do if you don't make more money, if you don't hit your goals? What are the things you can stop doing if you hit your revenue goal? For me, about 10 years ago, the thing I was most excited about stop doing was mowing my own damn grass, right? And the thing that I'm most excited about now is being able, quite frankly, to cash flow my son's college. That's what I'm most excited about this year, is to do that out of cash flow without it killing me, right? And so far, I'm on track to do that. We did it this fall. I'm going to do that again this spring. So I feel great about that. I've got some big business goals. I want to sell a bunch of books, but all that is in a move to get more clients and be invited to speak in more places. And that's already beginning to happen. So I'm just excited about that. But something I want you to think about as you go through your goals, as you begin to work on those, think about them, write them down. I want you to go back and recap this year in a couple of different ways. The first thing I want you to do is take a few minutes and write down the things that you're proud of, that went well, that were good things that happened. And sometimes this is hard, right? Our brain is not naturally focused there. But go back and think of at least, and write down at least 3 things that you're happy that happened, that were good. And maybe it's that you closed a certain amount of business. Maybe it's that you kept your job. I had one guy write down, I'm still married. And somebody else wrote down, I got a divorce. Whatever those things are, right, that are you're proud of, that worked out well, that are good things. Write at least 3 down. If you can get to 5, that's even better. Now, give yourself some time. Many of us, it takes a little bit of time because we don't think that way. Boy, I had a bunch of things, right? I wrote down, I got my book published, which is unbelievable. I had my best year revenue-wise ever. I've got some great clients that are renewing again for some of them 3 and 4 years, which is fantastic. My buddy John Palumbo and I are building our program for individuals. It's growing really nicely. We've got some really smart, engaged people in there. I've got a new virtual assistant who's great. Shayla's awesome. And so I'm so glad to have her on the team. I've got another marketing company that's doing great with me with the book. So all good choices I made, good things that have happened, so many things. So that's good. Remind yourself of the good things that happened. Even if it felt like a shitty year, there's some things good that happened, I promise. Make note of those things. Write them down. And then here's the easier one. I want you to get your pen, get a whole piece of paper, hell, maybe 2. And I want you to spend 3 or 4 minutes and write down all of the shitty things that happened. All the letdowns, disappointments, failures, crap, bullshit, things that made you angry, people that let you down. Write all those things down. This is a much easier exercise. Chances are you're holding on to a lot of this stuff, right? And just get writing. And my guess is you can fill up a page easily, some of you 2 pages. But I want you to just set a timer, maybe for 5 minutes, and just write. Get it out of your head. Write it all down. And when you finish, when the timer goes off at 5 minutes, you go, but wait, there's more. Just stop. Then I want you to put a big X through those things and say, I forgive myself. Let it go. Let all the things that were disappointments, letdowns, failures, crap, disappointment, let them go. Say, I forgive myself. So many of us carry that shit around forever, the stuff that went bad, and we forget about the good stuff. Let it go. I bet it'll make you feel better. It's also a great start for the new year. There'll be some things that go well. There'll be some messes this year. There always are. There's always stuff that happens. What matters is what you do about it. My friend Steve Sims, in his book, Blue Fishing, which I highly recommend, one of the quotes in there is, nobody drowns from falling in the water. You drown from failing to get out. What are some lessons maybe that you learn from those failures? Take those lessons, make something positive out of it, and then forgive yourself for the crap that happened. I'm Walker McKay. I hope you have a great 2025. If you want to talk about sales, if you're tired of being mediocre, if you're ready to beat the hell out of your competitors, if you're tired of getting ghosted by your prospects, if you're ready to be next level up, you think it's time we talk, send me an email, walker@walkermckay.com. Call me, 803-917-2817. Wish you a happy 2025. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you for listening. Share this with somebody else that needs to hear it. Thanks for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast. If you're struggling to close deals, then I want to invite you to take my free mini course, where you'll learn the 7 most expensive sales mistakes that will cost you time, money, and credibility. So be sure to click the link in the show notes or go to www.7salesmistakes.com. That's the number 7salesmistakes.com. Thanks again for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast.